Welcome back to the Football Heritage. Back again. Welcome back to the Football Heritage. Back again with another edition of Midweek Football. Today, I'll be looking at the Champions League games that play midweek, Tuesday and Wednesday. And if you have not yet subscribed, the link is in the description. Please subscribe to the Football Heritage. The link is there. Please subscribe to the Football Heritage. And if you want to come on, if anybody want to come on, the link is also in the chat. You can click on the link in the chat and I'm going to bring on the program. So today I'll be looking at the Champions League game, and I will go into detail of few of the games because many games play in the Champions League. I cannot discuss all the games in detail. I will just discuss the key games in detail. And first of all, before I start to discuss the key games, let me go through the score. On Tuesday, Dinamo Zagreb 0. Let me see whether I can put it on the screen. And just hold on, let me see what I can put on the screen there. Alright, it's on the screen right there. As you can see, it's on the screen. Dinamo Zagreb 0, Celtic 0, and Girona 0, Liverpool 1, Atalanta 2, Real Madrid 3, Bayern Leverkusen 1, Inter Milan 0. That game was the first time Inter Milan conceded in the competition. Brest 1, PSV 0, Club Brugge 2, Sporting 1, Leipzig 2, Aston Villa 3, Salzburg 0, PSG 3, and Shakhtar Donetsk 1, Bayern Munich 5. That was the Tuesday result, and let me see what I can share today's result on the screen. Today we also had a lot of games, and we had a lot of games today. Let me see what I can put that on the screen for you to see it. And all right, it's on the screen. So today, Atletico Madrid 3, Bratislava 1, Leo 3, Stormgrass 2, AC Milan 2, Grigna Zivdat 1, Arsenal 3, AS Monaco 0, Benfica 0, Bologna 0, Borussia Dortmund 2, Barcelona 3, Feyenoord 4, Sparta Prague 2, Juventus 2, Man City 0, VfB Stuttgart 5, Young Boys 1. All right, so those were the games midweek in the Champions League. Let me just go to the Champions League table, and let me put the table on the screen. The Champions League table on the screen. Let me see what I can put the table on the screen for you to see it. And Champions League standing. It's right there on the screen, as you can see. As you can see on the screen there, Liverpool, they have 18. Liverpool have 18 points. They are first place. They won all their 6 games. Barcelona, 15 points. Second place. Arsenal, 13 points. Third place. Leverkusen, 4th. Aston Villa, 5th. Inter, 6th. Star Brest, 7. Leo, 8th. So from 3rd to 8th, everyone on there get 13 points. Only goal separated there. So those 8 teams right now, they are in an automatic qualification spot. So from first to eight, automatic. And from 9 to 24, we go to the playoffs. So as things stand right now, Manchester City, they are 22nd place, just 2 points above the last two teams. And let me go to the Liverpool game, the first game, the Liverpool and Girona game. Liverpool, they completely dominated that game, and Mo Salah scored in the 63rd minute from the penalty spot. And Liverpool, they have won all their games in the Champions League this season. 6 games, they won everything. And the way Liverpool, the way they are playing this season, they have been phenomenal. They have been incredible. Particularly Mo Salah, this guy, game after game, he has been spectacular. And this guy, he is arguably top 5 greatest player in the history of the Premier League. And he is Liverpool greatest player in Premier League history. That's my humble opinion. You can have the conversation with Steven Gerrard, because a lot of Liverpool fans consider Steven Gerrard to be the greatest Liverpool player in the history of the Premier League. But Gerrard didn't win the Premier League. So this is where Mo Salah has the edge over Gerrard. Mo Salah, he has won the Premier League, and he may likely win this season Premier League. And Liverpool, the way they are playing this season, they have been spectacular. They are playing scintillating football. And their football this season, they control most of the games. They don't just play on the break like on a Jurgen Klopp. They have more possession. And Ryan Gravenberch, he has been a different player this season. He has been one of the best players in the Premier League so far this season. Szoboszlai, he was like one of the worst midfielders last season, but he has been good too this season. And Alexis McAllister, he has been in superb form. So Liverpool, for me, they are a threat this season, both in the Premier League and the Champions League, and they are on course to win the double. They are. And apart from Real Madrid in the Champions League, I think Liverpool, they are one of the teams that is competing for the Champions League this season. So they did our business. They didn't play in the Premier League this gone weekend because that game was postponed because of the weather. So they did everything right. And I think they, excuse me, they did everything right. And I do believe they're going to be one of the team that is competing for the Premier League this season and the Champions League. And we move on to the Real Madrid game. Madrid, they needed a win yesterday because they have been dreadful, and they have a lot of injuries. And it was so important for key players like Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo to return, because Vinny, in my opinion, Vinny is the best player on Real Madrid team. He is so vital to Real Madrid. And in key moment, he makes the difference. That's what he does. He's the best player on that team. And yesterday you could see that he is not really 100% fit, because he didn't do a lot of running yesterday. He is not completely match fit, but because Madrid, because they have a lot of injury, and he had to play. So I believe this is the reason why in the game it was a very difficult game. Atalanta, they didn't deserve to lose that game. The way Atalanta played that game, they didn't deserve to lose. They were at it from the get-go. They had much of the ball. They had a lot of shots on target than Real Madrid. They had more possession than Madrid. They created a lot of goal-scoring opportunity than Real Madrid. But Real Madrid, yesterday, Real Madrid was clinical. That was the difference. Clinical. They were clinical yesterday. But Atalanta, kudos to Atalanta. They are one of the best playing team in Europe right now. And right now, Atalanta, they are not a small team. Because Atalanta, they are first place in the La Liga, in the Serie A table. First place. They are first place in Serie A. And they are a good team. The same Atalanta team won the Europa League last season. And the manner in which they won, a Bayer Leverkusen team that didn't lose a game all season going into that game. All season, Xabi Alonso, Bayer Leverkusen, they didn't lose a game before the Atalanta game. And on that final, Ademola Lookman, he alone scored a hat-trick in that final to win the cup for Atalanta. And he has been one of the best players in the world so far. At this moment, when you counting the best players in the world, I think Ademola Lookman, he's one of them. He has been in superb form for the past 2 seasons, and he continues to play well. Yesterday, he was the man of the match in that game. Atalanta lost, but Ademola Lookman was given the man of the match award. And their coach, Gasperini, he's a fantastic coach. He's doing a fantastic job at Atalanta. Madrid players are coming back from injury, and I think they're going to improve because they have been terrible this season. And despite their terrible form, yet they are still in contention for the Champions League. You cannot rule Real Madrid up because Champions League, it is their league. They won that competition the most, 15 times champion. That is not luck. Champions League, that's Real Madrid competition. And you cannot rule them out. Anytime you try to rule Real Madrid out of the Champions League, that's the time they surprise people. And Madrid, for me, they are still the favorite to win this year's Champions League, despite a poor form from the beginning of the season. And the way I look at Real Madrid team, some part of this season, at some stage of this season, those group of players, they're going to click. And when they do, they're going to be a threat to any team in world football because they have quality players. Up from those three that are up from when they click, Kylian Mbappe, Vini Jr., and Rodrigo goes. If they click, that's like the best front three in world football. Now, many teams get that kind of front three when it comes to quality. Not many teams. Vini Jr., he's the best player in the world. Despite Rodri winning the world best, everybody knows Vinicius Jr. is the best player in the world, and Kylian Mbappe is one of the best players in world football. Jude, he's also doing his thing as Jude. And Federico Valverde is underrated. The way that guy works hard, he works like a donkey. He never gets tired. He's a workaholic. And he's one of the best midfielders in our team. And yesterday game, Real Madrid scored early on in the game. And it was very vital to get the first goal. Madrid scored early on in that game. 10 minutes into the game, Kylian Mbappe scored to make it 1-0. And after Mbappe scored, at the stroke of halftime, Atalanta got a penalty and they equalized. So first half and 1-1. It was a very entertaining game. Second half, 56 minutes, Vinny Gion scored to give Madrid a 2-1 advantage. Vinny Gion scored to give Madrid a 2-1 advantage. But before that, in the first half, Kylian Mbappe sustained injury and Rodrigo went on for him. Mbappe, 36 minutes, he was taken off because of injury. And I hope it's not a serious injury because Madrid, the injury crash this season is crazy. So second half, early minute in the second, 56 minutes, 11 minutes into the second half, Vinny Gion scored to make it 2-1 to Real Madrid. And 3 minutes later, Jude Bellingham scored to make it 3-1. So at that stage of the game, we thought the game was over. But then the informed striker Ademola Lookman, the man who is tipped to win the African Best Player of the Year award this year, scored to make it 3-2. And he should have gotten an assist because the last minute in the game, the last minute injury time in the game, he created a brilliant cross to Retegui, and Retegui missed from playing point blank right in front of goal, empty pole. He put the ball over the bar, empty pole. So that game, Atalanta, they deserve more. They didn't deserve to lose in that game. And it was so good that Madrid they got all 3 points because if they would have lost that game, there would have been a lot of questions for Ancelotti to answer because right now, as it stands, Madrid is 20th place after winning. Can you imagine if they were lost? They could have had 6 points. Like they could have been like 27th place or 26th place in the Champions League. But yet, they still need to win the 2 games or one of the 2. They still need to win because they cannot qualify now as one of the top 18. I think Madrid will qualify to go for the playoff. And Shakhtar Donetsk lost to Bayern Munich. We moved to the Shakhtar game. Shakhtar lost to Bayern Munich 5-1. Shakhtar took the lead early on 5 minutes into the game when Kevin scored to make it 1-0. But Bayern Munich came back. Lehmann scored a screamer in the 11 minutes to make it 1-1. And Thomas Muller, this guy, he scored to make it 2-1 to Bayern Munich in the 45 minutes. And Muller set a record yesterday, equal Ryan Giggs and Cristiano record to score in 16 consecutive Champions League seasons. The record that are being held by Cristiano Ronaldo and Ryan Giggs scoring in 16 consecutive Champions League seasons. So Thomas Muller just equaled that record yesterday. 16 consecutive seasons in the Champions League, he scored. And in the 17th minute, Bayern Munich had a penalty which was converted by Michael Olise and Jamal Musiala in the 7th minute, make it 4-1 to Bayern Munich. And injury time, Michael Olise rapidly giving Bayern Munich a 5-1 victory. And Olise was the man of the match in the game. And Club Brugge 2-1 victory over Sporting. Sporting Lisbon, I think they are won 1 in 4 or 5 since Ruben Amorim left. Since he left, they have been abysmal. They continue to lose, and they lost in the Champions League yesterday, 2-1. So their second Champions League defeat in a row since Amorim left, and they also lost in the league. So it has been very, very difficult for them. And today, Arsenal won comfortably 3-0 against Monaco. And the Arsenal team, they had a lot of chances to win that game, 6-0, 7-0, but they didn't take them. Bukayo Saka scored in the 34th minute to give Arsenal the lead. Second half, 78 minutes, Saka double the lead, make it 2-0 in the 88 minutes. Kai Havertz scored to make it 3-0 to Arsenal. But the good thing, Arsenal won. They are there in the Champions League table. That's good, but there are still problems in our squad. But if you don't want to see it as an Arsenal fan, so be it. But as an outsider, there are problems in our squad. The squad is solely depending on two players, Bukayo Saka and the captain, Martin Odegaard. And if any of those guys sustain a long-term injury, Arsenal's season will be over. That's for sure. Heavily relying on Saka and Odegaard. And up front, a real number 9, that's one of the issues. Today you saw Gabriel Jesus coming in to play as a number 9. And this guy, as I have been saying from the time he signed for Arsenal from Manchester City, that he is not a prolific goal scorer. He is not the kind of striker that you need. If you want to win the league, he should not be your main attacker. And I was right. This guy had like 2-3 clear-cut chances in that game today. He didn't take any of them. Finishing, he is very awful. He is, if they want to move forward, the best thing Arsenal can do is to sell Jesus during the transfer window and get a striker. Jesus is not the answer to Arsenal problems up front. He is not. He cannot lead the line. Finishing, he is awful. This guy was at Manchester City where the peak when people like David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne created a lot of chances for him. But yet, he didn't manage to score 16-17 goals in a Premier League season at Manchester City. If he was scoring, he would have been a regular starter at City. But he was not. This is one of the reasons Pep sold him to Arsenal. You think if this guy was prolific, Pep would have sold him to a rival team, Arsenal? No, he wouldn't have done that. But because Pep knew that this guy, he cannot finish at all, so I can sell him to Arsenal and he would not be a threat. And this is the reason why Pep sold him. And even Kai Havertz, even though he scored today, but as you guys been seeing in the Premier League, when the going get tough, when the game is very physical, when it's difficult to score goal, you will not see Kai Havertz up front. You will not see Gabriel Jesus. And you need a prolific goal scorer when things are not going well, when the game is very tight, who will come from nowhere and score a goal. That's the kind of striker you need. A Mo Salah type striker. Erling Haaland type of striker that will score goals all or nothing. But right now, Arsenal don't have that, and this is the reason why I think Arsenal will not win the Premier League or the Champions League, because they don't have that instant killer, that striker that will score out of nothing. They don't have it, and it's a big issue, and Arteta has not addressed it. This has been going on for a few seasons now, and Arteta, he has spent over £700 million without buying a clinical striker from that £700 million. Since he got rid of Aubameyang, Arsenal never had a striker like Aubameyang, a good finisher like Aubameyang. Since. And I think he needs to address that. If he wants to win any major trophy, he should address that side. Because if he doesn't, I don't see Arsenal winning any major honor with our front line. Gabriel Jesus, whether if Gabriel Jesus starting or is Kai Havertz starting, none of them is good enough to lead a line for Arsenal. So, Arsenal still get the opportunity. The January transfer window is around the corner. They have the opportunity whether to buy Gyökeres, it's going to be difficult because it's January transfer window. But yeah, if you take the money to Sporting, they're going to take it. And even like Victor Osimhen. Osimhen is one person. You have Osimhen now, your chances of winning the Premier League or the Champions League will improve because he's little in front of goal. He is better than Jesus and Harvard. Better. Or Alexander Isak. He will fit in Arsenal system. I think all the striker name, Isak will be the best because this guy, he knows how to link up play. He knows how to drop deep and get a ball to go score. He knows how to do it. Alexander Isak. If you go to Newcastle United with the money, Isak want to go, you're going to turn your head and run. He will want to leave. Because it's Arsenal. Arsenal is a big team than Newcastle United. And they are in the Champions League. They are competing for the Premier League. So if Arsenal want to win any major honor this season, they have to do it. Either sign a striker like Alexander Isak, Gyökeres, Benjamin Sesko, or they can sign Victor Osimhen. They can sign any of those guys. I think their chances of winning the Premier League or the Champions League will improve. But until then, Arsenal is a well-organized team. They look good, but they don't have that striker up front. I think it's going to be a problem. In a big game, it's going to be a really, really problem. A really, really bad problem for them. Yeah. The problem going to get worse and fans going to turn on to Arteta. So until Arteta can improve that aspect, he can go in the transfer window, go to the market, buy a top striker. Jesus, Kai Havertz, both of them, they are not good enough. You have to get rid of them. Simple as that. I'm not an Arsenal fan, and that's my opinion. That is my personal opinion on Arsenal. And we move on to the Dortmund and Barcelona game. Borussia Dortmund lost at home 3-2 to Barcelona. But the game first half ended 0-0. 53-minute Rafinha scored for Barcelona, and 7 minutes later, in a 60-minute, Serhou Guirassy, the Guinean international, scored from the penalty spot. 75 minutes, Ferran Torres scored the second goal for Barcelona to give them a 2-1 lead. And 78 minutes, Serhou Guirassy, the Guinean international again, scored to make the game 2-2. But in the 85th minute, Ferran Torres scored to win again for Barcelona 3-2. And that means Barcelona, they are second in the Champions League table. This stage of the Champions League, Barcelona is second place, and they have been incredible in the Champions League. 6 games, they won 5, lost 1. That's a good record for Barcelona. That is a very good record. But there are a lot of young players in our squad. I think that will be the difference this season between Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Liverpool. Because I think they are my top 3 favorite for the Champions League. Along Bayern Munich, you cannot rule Bayern Munich out. But Real Madrid and Liverpool, they are the top 2. So any other team you can put into any position. But I think the 2 teams who are the clear favorite for the Champions League at this stage, Real Madrid and Liverpool. Because no matter Real Madrid form, until they are out of the Champions League, but as long as Real Madrid, they are in the competition, they are a clear favorite to win it. Because this is what they do. How many times Real Madrid nearly lost in this competition and they resurrected to win the competition? How many times they were like dead and buried, they resurrected and win the competition? A lot. So you cannot rule them out. They should always be the favorite in this competition. No matter what, Madrid should always be the favorite to win this competition. And Dortmund struggle a little bit, especially from the defensive aspect. They were not good in defense today. And Barcelona, they made few errors, and Barcelona capitalized on them. And Barcelona, they're still going to struggle because of the young players. Young players, they're always inconsistent. Yeah, they're always inconsistent. They're going to win games here and there. At the same time, they're going to be losing games here and there. That's the problem with young players. But that was an incredible performance away from home from Barcelona. Borussia Dortmund, Champions League finally last season. That's a good result for Barcelona. And we now move on to the Juventus and Man City game. Juventus won Manchester City 2-0. Goal from Vlahovic in the 53rd minute, and in the 75th minute, Weston McKennie scored the second goal for Juventus to make it 2-0. So McKennie and Tim Weah came from the bench, and both of them, Tim Weah with the assist, McKennie with the goal, the two Americans. So kudos to them. City problem continues. Pep Guardiola cannot find a way out. They struggle once again. And it's a strange, no, it's not a strange thing. So this result means Manchester City, their last 10 games in all competition, they have won 1, lost, draw 2, lost 7. So they have lost 7 out of the last 10 games. And City, there are a lot of problems at Manchester City. So you should not, nobody should talk about Rodri being injured. This is beyond Rodri. I remember the start of the season, Rodri was not playing in Man City. They were winning at that time, at that stage of the season. Erling Haaland was scoring goals for fun. But City, in my humble opinion, the few problems that I already see in the City squad, this team, the squad is aging and they cannot carry on. You look at the Mayfield. When you look at Bernardo Silva, he's in his 30s. You look at Ike Gundogan, he's like 33, 34. Kevin De Bruyne, about 34 years old. So, those are the 3 guys that play in the middle of the pack for City tonight. And they are aging. They are all in their 30s. They have won everything. There is nothing in club football for them to win. They don't have that hunger no more. They don't have that desire no more to carry on. No hunger, no desire, nothing to carry on. And this is a big problem. You cannot motivate Kevin De Bruyne no more. You cannot motivate Bernardo Silva no more. You cannot motivate Ike Gundogan no more. They are done. So, City, they have to get rid of those guys. You saw a few seasons ago with Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, they didn't even qualify for the Champions League. It was Van Dijk were out almost the entire season. It was not only Van Dijk being out, but if you look at that Mayfield, that Liverpool Mayfield at that time, they had Henderson, they had Fabinho. Those two, their legs were gone. But a lot of people only blame Liverpool for on Van Dijk being injured. But no, it was not just Van Dijk. If you look at the Liverpool squad at that time, a player like Henderson, Fabinho, they were done. Their legs were gone. They couldn't run it before. So Liverpool, they were always struggling in the Mayfield. It was not only because of Virgil van Dijk being out. This is the same thing with Manchester City right now. That entire Mayfield is done. They need new players in the middle of the pack. Ike Gundogan he's not the same Ike Gundogan 2-3 seasons ago. The Ike Gundogan that went to Barcelona and returned, they are not the same. This is a different Ike Gundogan who does not have no legs no more to cover the ground, who does not have no energy no more. Nothing. He doesn't have energy no more to cover the ground. This is the Ike Gundogan Manchester City have now. He's different. Kevin De Bruyne, he's not a De Bruyne 4-5 years ago. Because of age. Age has caught up with De Bruyne. It's normal in football, in every sport, not just football, in every sport, as you get older, your performance will decline. This is how it is. Your body will fail you. Your body can no longer take what it used to take because of age. And this is one of the problems on Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Ike Gundogan, they are old. And another problems, right? They have not been able to address Sterling. When they saw Sterling, they didn't address that. The goals Sterling brought to the team, they didn't address it. Riyad Mahrez, the goals he brought to the team, they didn't address it. The Argentine, they saw Ferran Torres to Barcelona, and they saw what his name to Atletico Madrid. They saw this guy to Atletico Madrid. Just hold on, I'll get his name. Julian Alvarez. They saw Julian Alvarez to Atletico Madrid for huge amount of money, and they never replaced him. And if you look at last season and season before last, Alvarez will come from the bench if Haaland don't score, will come from the bench and score 1 or 2 goals. Alvarez did that many games, coming from on the bench scoring. Some game he will start and he score. They didn't replace him. And you get Jeremy Doku. He is very good on the eyes. You see him playing, he looks good. But finishing, he's awful. His final ball is terrible. Jeremy Doku, final ball is very terrible. He is not efficient. He's not. He's not consistent. He's not efficient. The same as Savino. Savino, 0 goal this season. If that is Savino or any other club, particularly if Savino was a Manchester United signing, the entire mainstream media will be on him. 0 goal all season, Savino. If a Manchester United player, 0 goal all season, attacking player, the mainstream media will be on him day. But Savino, you never hear them talking about Savino. No. But he has 0 goal. And he's one of the problems. He's not scoring. He's not really creating chances like that. Because his final ball is very poor. Good looking on the ball. Final ball, if in the final 10, that final pass, atrocious. He's not pretty good when it comes to final pass. So you see, Doku, Savino replacing Riyad Mahrez and Sterling. Riyad Mahrez and Sterling, they have goals in them. But Savino and Doku, that dancing skill they have in it, they dance on the football. And why we don't hear any conversation about Jack Grealish? 2024, this guy, 1 goal all year. £100 million for that. But you never hear the mainstream media criticizing Jack Grealish. You never hear it. A Jack Grealish, especially if Jack Grealish was not English, he would have been crucified by now. Because he's one of the worst signings in the history of the Premier League. Pound for pound. If you go by the value, 100 million for that. No. 100 million. Just for that. The entire Champions League, 1 goal, 4 assists for him. His entire Champions League career, 1 goal, 4 assists. Saying he moved to Manchester City. Incredible. A baseball record. But you will never hear on the mainstream media. They will never criticize him. Because he's British. So you will not get that criticism from the mainstream media. He will not. And I've never seen that before. Pep Guardiola, 10 consecutive games, all competition, 7 defeats, 1 win, 2 draws. On the back of winning a 4-peat, I never see the kind of decline in form before. This is epic. I have never seen a kind of decline before in my lifetime. I watched a Manchester United that won 3-peat twice. They never had a kind of drop off. No, it never happened. Mourinho never have a drop off like this. The 10 consecutive games with 1 win. Ferguson 10 consecutive 1 win. I never seen it before. Ancelotti 10 consecutive games 1 win. It never happened to him. And now, nobody want to blame Pep. They only blaming Roger is out. No, you can get Roger out, but 10 games with only 1 win. No, it doesn't matter who out, who is not out. You should be winning more. It is a crisis. Manchester City is in crisis right now. But Pep is the darling boy of the media. They won't talk about it. They won't talk about it. It's crazy. 10 games, 1 win, 7 defeats. That is crazy. Crazy. And Pep, he's rattled. He's not finding solution to his problems. He's not finding the solution. There is no hiding place for Pep. No hiding place. His team cannot move. No hiding place. Pep cannot hide. No way, no solution. First time for him to be in this kind of situation. And he's confused. He doesn't know what to do. So, nobody should chat to me about Pep Guardiola being the greatest manager in history. No. He never had any difficult period in his lifetime. Nobody. Pep can never do what Sir Alex Ferguson did. Never. Ferguson won a European trophy with Aberdeen. Forget Manchester United. Ferguson challenged Celtic and Rangers in Scotland to win the Scottish Premier League with Aberdeen. Only Celtic and Rangers can win over there. Celtic and Rangers. Ferguson ended up duopoly. 2 teams. There were only 2 teams are winning. Ferguson beat Real Madrid in a European final with Aberdeen before going to Manchester United. With a small club, Aberdeen beating Real Madrid in a European final. Pep can never do that. All along, Pep has had the best player at his disposal through all his career. He has had the best players at his disposal. You think Pep Guardiola could have won the Premier League with that last Manchester United squad that won the Premier League? With Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Johnny Evans, Anderson, Louis Nani, Butler, with aging Evra, Vidic, Ferdinand, Margot Carey, with all of them, Ryan Giggs, with all those old players, Wayne Rooney. Go in our squad, see the squad, you see the players. No, Pep will never. He always been having the best player. At Bayern Munich, he had the best player. Barcelona, started with Eto'o, Iniesta, Xavi. Iniesta, one of the best midfielders of his generation ever. Xavi, Lionel Messi, one of the GOATs to play the game. You can rank him first, second, it doesn't matter. But he's one, that is for sure. Whether you make him first, second, or third, but he is one of the GOATs of football. He had it, man. Thierry Henry, all those guys at disposal. At Bayern Munich, Pep, Thomas Müller, Ian Robin in his prime, Frank Ribery in his prime, Prime Ribery will destroy any defender. Any number 2, Frank Ribery will destroy you in his peak. Or Prime Ribery. He had it. Schweinsteiger. All those guys. At Manchester City, the scene. Kevin De Bruyne, Sergio Aguero. Oh, the best. So now, it's not just about Rodri injury. Pep Guardiola cannot find answer. Now he is in a difficult place, and he is finding it difficult to find answer. So, nobody should tell me Pep is the greatest manager ever in the history of football. No, Pep is not. You think Pep will win with FC Porto? FC Mourinho won with Porto, the Champions League. You think Pep could do that and win with Porto? Mourinho won with Porto. Mourinho won with the other guys from Inter. They have now won the Champions League for so many years. Mourinho won with them. But I can see Pep finding solution this season, because finding 1 or 2 midfielder January to replace Rodri will not be the answer, because defensively, City, they are dreadful. Anything can get at City. This is the problem. Any football club in this world can get at City. Defensively, they are dreadful. They are awful. They are abysmal. That period, they are considered over 20 goals in the last 10 games. The only time they didn't concede goal was against Nottingham Forest. Against Nottingham Forest. That was the only time they didn't concede a goal in the last 10 games. And that's the only game they won. Lost 7 of your last 10 games of competition. That is crazy. City, some of the fans, some of them will go back to their original team. Most of them, they are from different teams. They were fans of different teams before they all money, before they check ball at team. They all were supporting different teams. Only people like in Manchester, yeah, but around the world, a few City fans, yesterday, with all the success, they cannot feel their ground. The Etihad is an empty Ihah. Because that Etihad, empty Ihah, is always empty. They cannot fill the stadium. Even when they were winning the treble, they couldn't fill the stadium. So when their fans start to leave, I don't know. They should just build a 10,000 capacity stadium. Because it's going to get bad for City. Oh my days. Sunday, don't you lose to us. City, don't lose. Because if you lose to us, oh my days, you guys will be in trouble. City. If you lose to us, you will be in trouble. So, this is it. City, they are 22nd place in the Champions League table. Their next game, it is January at PSG in France. That's going to be an exciting game, because PSG, they have a lot of pressure too. They are not doing well in the Champions League. Wait, let me show the table, the position of both PSG and Manchester City. Both of them are not doing well in the Champions League. As you can see, PSG is also the qualification zone, because they play us top to 24 right here. Dinamo Zagreb is at the last spot with 8 points. PSG gets 7 points. Their next game is against Manchester City, who will get 8 points. So if PSG get beat Man City, they will go above Man City. And Dinamo Zagreb, Stuttgart can get a win. Dinamo Zagreb, PSV and Eindhoven, if they all can get a win here, and Man City lose, Man City will be outside the qualification zone. This is how bad it is at Manchester City. It's not just one injury. No, it's not just about Rodri. It is terrible at City right now. And I don't think they're going to improve. I don't think Pep Guardiola are going to change it. I think this season is going to continue. So it will always continue this season. You guys have been dreadful with the defense. Kyle Walker, who only rely on a pace, he has been a baseman. He cannot run no more to save his life. He cannot run no more to save his life, Kyle Walker. And Guardiola have been in terrible form this season. They seen as Ruben Diaz and Rico Lewis, another player. That kid is bank average. I don't care what you say about Rico Lewis. He's a bank average player. He should not be starting at any position at Manchester City. He's bank average. Rico Lewis is average. There is no way a player like Rico Lewis should be a starter on Manchester City. Whether it's number 2, number 3, or in Mayfield, no. He is an average footballer. He shouldn't be starting game at City. And the next Champions League game, City, they have to win. If they lose that game, there will be a lot of pressure on them for their last Champions League game. And this weekend, they play Manchester United in a Manchester derby. I hope Man United win that game. So, if you are not yet subscribed, this is the Football Heritage. Please subscribe. The link is in the description. It is the Football Heritage. Please go there right now. You can subscribe. You can share. You can like. And if anybody you want to, you can just leave a comment. Especially if you are a small YouTuber. If you're just starting like myself and you want to have a show, we can have a show together. I can come on your show. You can come on my show. We can just connect so for us to grow together. You want to do that. If you cannot contact me, you can just leave a comment on a video with your contact and I will get back to you how for us to link up. Anybody you want to link up, and I'm going to put, okay, if you want to link up, contact me. Yeah, just contact. I'm just going to put a message right there if you want to link up to work with me, contact me. Yeah, what's up? You can contact me on WhatsApp, and I'm putting my WhatsApp number right there. So it's there. We can grow a small YouTuber, and because we have to support each other, this is the only way we're going to make it. And that's the thing. We have to support each other. This is the only way we're going to grow a small YouTuber. You see, all the big YouTuber over there, all the big channel, I can just name you few in this category. We that talk about football, I can name a few. If you go to the United States, Mark Goldbridge started like about 10 years or over 10 years ago. He used to do his stuff, even on the train, on the bus. He used to be recording his video. At that time, he was still working. And after some years, he started to grow. So you don't grow overnight, but you have to be consistent. Consistency is the key when it comes to YouTube business, particularly if you are a small YouTuber and you want to grow. You have to be consistent, and you can link up with each other. We can link up with each other, come on each other's show, support each other's show. Then like that, our community will get bigger and bigger. Then we all can grow along. This is how it is done. You cannot just grow alone like that. It's difficult. We have to support each other to grow. So, any small YouTuber, whether you small, you big YouTuber, you are interested, my WhatsApp number is in the chat. We can link up to do some work. And trust me, in few months or 1 or 2 years, we all gonna grow together. This is how it is done. Nobody can just grow overnight like that. Few people, 1 or 2 videos can go viral and they just grow like that out of nowhere. But those are rare cases. Majority, you have to be consistent. You have to work hard. You have to put in the work and be consistent. Consistency will help to bring you people, will help to grow your platform. This is what we need, consistency. It will help to grow your platform. So my number is there, the WhatsApp number is there. If you see it, I know that a lot of people will see this video after the show. So if you see it, it's in the chat. You can link up with me if you want to. I can bring you on my show. You can bring me on your show. Then we all can grow. This is how it is. All the guys in Margot Bridge from the United States, Flex, them men there from the United View, AFTV, Robbie from the AFTV, and Terry Flower from the football, how you call it, the football terrace. Terry Flower from the football terrace. All them guys, them that have the B channel, and I watch Terry Flower grow. When I start watching Terry Flower, he had less than 100 subscribers, and now Terry Flower he has over 400. He had less than 100,000, subscribers. But now Terry Flower has over 400,000 subscribers. Amanda, Saeed, Ran, all the guys, Troops. When I started watching those guys years ago, they had less than 100, especially Troops, had less than 100 subscribers. When he was still one of the main guys on AFTV. And now, Troop has over 300,000 subscribers. Saeed had just started a few years ago. When he used to be on the United States, I started watching Saeed. Now Saeed he has his own platform. He has over 100K subscribers. Rams the same. Used to watch Rams on the United States. Now he has over 100,000 subscribers. So this is how it works. You got to put in the work. And those guys that I just named, they were consistent. They didn't just grow like that. Consistency is the key. So thank you very much. I will be here on Friday. We will be here on Friday with another edition of the Football Heritage. Friday edition will be the preview of the weekend fixture. This coming Friday, we will be here 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Western Time, 11 p.m. Liberian Time, and that will be the 1 a.m. Kenya time. 1 in the morning, Kenya, South Africa, the entire East Africa. It will be 1 a.m. Will be that will be 1 a.m. on Saturday. Yeah, we will be here, and thank you for listening. And you guys that will listen later, I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Peace. I see you on Friday. You have a blessed night or day.